All right, so I want to look at some examples for mean, median, mode, mid-range, if you're given a frequency distribution table. So in the homework, you have a few examples that present you with this type of table. So I want to show you how we can work problems with that. So the first thing I want to show you is what this table actually means. So we could take the information from the table and write it as a data set. So this means that the score of 1 shows up twice. The score of 2 shows up 3 times. The score of 3 times, 4, 6. What that means is I can write 1 twice, 2 3 times, 3 times, 4 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 5 4 times, and so on. In fact, you got to be careful because I worked it and I started the video and I realized I made a mistake somewhere. So we can do this for any question that tells us to find the mean, median, mode, mid-range, but we got to be careful. Okay, so if the ways that I work the following problems is completely confusing, then you can always just jump back to writing it out, use the calculator, add up all of those. Like for mean, you could add up these individually and then divide by the total. The total here is 46. Or you can work it the ways I'm going to show you, which is a little bit quicker, but it all depends on what makes sense to you and what you're going to do well on the test. So in order to find the mean, I could do the following. As you know, the mean is the sum of all the things divided by the number of things, which is 46. Now, let's say that I didn't have this. I didn't write this out, and I'm only using the table. Okay? So, how do I find n? Well, n is found by adding all of these up. Okay, so I'm going to just write n equals. I know it's 46, but I want to just double check. In fact, that's where I made my mistake when I worked it on the video that I deleted, because I ended up typing these in and I was getting 46. And when I counted, when I listed them, I had forgot my 8s. You can see I scribbled out there, which threw me off. So if I do this, so it's less likely, I think, for me to make my mistake for me to do it this way. You may be different. All right, so that's my n. Now I got to figure out what all of this adds up to. And keep in mind, I don't know about this yet. I don't know about that. So how could I get the sum by just this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply. I'm going to multiply for my summation of x, meaning like adding up all the x's. I'm actually going to do, I'm going to multiply the numbers in each column and add those. Okay. It's still kind of long to do, but here's what I'm going to do. 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 3. Probably see where I'm going with this. I'm just multiplying the stuff that's in a column, and then I'm going to add all of that up. Okay. All right, so this is the X. This is the item, the first number, and the second one is their frequency. So rather than type it into the calculator like this, because I'm likely going to make a mistake, let's just do each multiplication real quick. Okay, so this is all of those numbers, the little products. This is a little bit easier to type in, so I'm going to type that. 2 plus 6 plus 9 plus 24. It's still a lengthy process if I do it this way. I think it's a little safer, a little quicker than the other method. So this is equal to 267. Okay, so my mean is going to be that number, 267, divided by 46. It's going to tell you to round to a certain number. Let's see what it says. It's going to ask you to round 3 decimal places. So the number I got, 5 point, well, you can't see it. I'm just going to write it out. 5.804347826. I'm going to round it 3 decimal places, so I'm stopping after the 4. Then I look at that 3. That 3 is smaller than 5, so my final answer is this. Okay. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. I might come back to the mean, but I think I'm going to move on for now. All right, so I acted like I had more written. I'm just going to continue on another sheet, and then we're going to do the mean. We did the mean. We're going to do the median next. Okay. So example. To find the median. Okay, so remember the median is the middle number. Again, I could do that game where I write it all out, and I could just start at the end and just slash, 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 slash until I get to the middle. That works. But what I'm trying to do in this video is show you how I could work it from this table. Okay. So first we need to know how many things there are. So I found in. So I would first find in. I did that already. We already know that n is equal to 46. So that means that the position of the median is in the n+1/2 spot. Now in the previous video, I mentioned that. So let's do that calculation real quick. Okay. The n+1/2 spot would be 46 plus 1 over 2. I'm going to get a decimal, right? That's going to be a 47 over 2. 47 divided by 2 is 23.5. That doesn't mean, this is not our median. This is not the median. This is just the position. Okay? Just this is only the position. So what this means is, this decimal, this means the median is located between the 23rd and 24th positions. Okay. So now I get to count. Let's go to the 23rd position. And I'll show you on our, where I listed it out, how this works too. Okay, I'm just counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 6 is 14. Plus 4 is 18. Plus 8 is 24. All right, I went too far, I believe. Let's see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now, I was able to count up to 25 between, I guess, like 18 to 25 or something, and I'm still here. So that means that our median lives safely in here. So our median is 8. Median is 8. I don't have to worry about doing the average, because I would end up doing 8 plus 8 over 2. I'm just going to say it. No need to calculate, because the 23rd spot is 8, and the 24th spot is also 8. So that would be doing 8 plus 8 over 2, which is 16 over 2, which is just 8. So that's it. All right. So you might have had to pause the video and you're maybe confused. That's okay. Here, I'll show you on this. We agreed that it's between the 23rd and 24th spot. So let's find that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I put the wrong number. I'm glad I counted. So here, this is not 8. That's how many 6s there are. So let me just fix that real quick. The mean, this means that the median is in the 23rd or 24th spot. Okay. Let's see. $16. Okay. All right, so that means our mean is between here. when I was looking at this, I was looking at probably it's jumped over here, but it's a frequency of 8 for 6. So the median is 6. The calculation, if I were to do the calculation, would have been 6 plus 6 over 2, which is 12 over 2, which is 6. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, so if I had just counted them up, then that would put me between the 23rd and the 24th spot, which is going to be 6. Okay, there's nothing in between 6. Okay, so that's the median. That's how we find the median. All right. The mode is probably the easiest. Actually, the mode and the mid-range are both easy. Okay, example 3, find the... Remember, the mode is the most frequent score. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to find the biggest number down here in the frequency. The biggest number is this 9. Okay? So it's not the 9 that's the mode, it's 7 because the score is 7. It shows up 9 times. Okay? So the score of 7 shows up 9 times. So the mode is 7. And then if you're asked to find the mid-range, that's all there is to that. If you're asked to find the mid-range, all you have to do is we're going to just subtract the biggest score from the lowest score. Okay, that's it. So in this example, the biggest score is 10. So the mid-range on mid-range. So for the mid-range, I find the biggest score, which is 10. It's not their frequency. I could see making a mistake there, but since these are in order, the biggest one is 10, the smallest one is 1, so the mid-range, divided by 2. We're going to add those. 10 plus 1 over 2 is 11 over 2, which is 5.5. That is the mid-range. Okay.